McIntyre with McIntyre Elder Law, helping seniors protect their assets and legacies. And this is the Elder Law Report. I was going through last night, and I was looking at all our past Elder Law reports, back when we used to be in a radio studio. We've done a lot of them over the years. I'm very proud of our body of work. Today, we're going to talk about Groundhog Day, because we're going to watch that at lunch, aren't we?
We are.
Aren't we, Tiffany? Tiffany is filming for us today. Say hello, Tiffany.
Hi.
Oh, you got to turn the camera around.
Wait, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, you just turn it
Yeah. I don't even think I can get it over here.
There you go. Okay. So Tiffany's filming for us today because Taylor had a bit of a cough. Okay, we didn't want her coughing and shaking the camera everywhere. So and plus, does this look weird with the candle right here?
A little bit, because you don't have the other one in, so it's just one.
All right, we're gonna blow that out. So our show today is Groundhog Day. Sometimes at our office, I feel like it's Groundhog Day. That's why we're watching it today for lunch, because we do the same things over and over again, or I say the same things over and over again. And the trick is to make the right choices, to stop doing the same bad things over and over again and start doing the right things. And Groundhog Day has a lot of great lessons in it. I was thinking yesterday, I was driving to a client's house in Charlotte, and I was thinking, most of my advice I get from podcasts and movies, right? Mm-hmm. But movies, there are a lot of great allegories, and stories. They're great stories, right? So Groundhog Day is a story about Bill Murray. I asked everybody in our firm if they've seen Groundhog Day. Have you ever seen Groundhog Day?
Yeah.
Okay, nobody else has.
Really?
None of us
Nobody in our
have.
firm has seen Groundhog Day. I didn't think that was possible, okay? So they're in for a treat today, okay? And it's the same day over and over again until Bill Murray figures out that he can make different choices and change the whole day and change his life, right? The day is his attitude, how he makes it, the choices he makes, but it takes him a long time because he's kind of a spoiled, bitter dude, right? Mm-hmm. And that's who he is, And we all get stuck in our ways, right? And it's easy to live Groundhog Day. It's easy to do the same thing over and over and over again. So my favorite part of that movie, my favorite one is with the groundhog, where he's behind the wheel of the truck and he's getting ready to go over the cliff and he's like, "Don't drive angry" or something like that. That's my favorite part. Or the one where he keeps stepping in the puddle every day. He's like, "Watch your step." We go through all kind of decisions and questions on what we should do or do. Going into the new year, we'll do a New Year's planning show. But we want to have more clients in Charlotte. We want to become more of a regional presence, right? Mm-hmm. And we can't do that if we do the same things over and over. We have to do some new things, right? So people, it got me thinking, that doesn't just apply for us internally, but it applies also for our clients and people I meet with every day. Or people I meet with in emergency situations that really had the notion that said every day, "Oh man, I need to address that. I need to get that done." Or they don't, right? Or they do it the same way that they think attorneys have done it over the last 100 years, which is, "I got a will. I'm good. I have a will," right? And that's all I need, which is not true for a lot of people, right? Which is absolutely wrong.
Absolutely.
So I have Brenton Begley with me today. Brenton is an attorney with our firm. I wanted to introduce him on the Elder Law Report. Brenton's been with us for quite a few months now, and he operates our Charlotte office, 401 North Tryon, Uptown. And Brenton, undergrad from Texas, Elon Law School, LLM, which is like a legal master's from University of Florida in tax. Mm-hmm. Especially, well, I can't say that, but just focus on tax, right? And background in education and taxation, which is great when you're doing estate planning, right?
Absolutely.
So to know the tax laws, great to have him in the office and to bounce things off of. So I wanted to introduce Brenton. Brenton has been writing some great content for our blogs and articles on LinkedIn and on our website. So I appreciate that. Okay, I appreciate what you bring to the table, and wanted to introduce you to everybody out there. If you'd like to say, what would you say? What would you tell our clients or our listeners, our audience out there?
Well, first of all, I want to say it's great to be at this firm. Really believe in this firm, and that's one of the reasons why I joined, because Greg is a great guy, and just inspiring, really. And
Thanks, man.
yeah, absolutely. I wanted to be able to come to a place where I could learn and really become a master of my craft, and I think this is the place to do it. With that said, Groundhog Day is a good subject for right now heading into the new year, because we have all these people who want to make these New Year's resolutions and make it change. New year, fresh start, all that sort of thing. But, like we're saying, you say the same thing over and over and over again, and you don't make any change at all. And it's like Bill Murray, in the movie, he doesn't make a change, nothing changes. It's like purgatory until he figures out, hey, I have to change myself.
It is purgatory, yeah.
Yeah, until my surroundings change. And we tell ourselves every day, if it comes to, eating right, exercising, things like that we're going to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to start that diet. Tomorrow I'm going to start, planning and doing better for myself. Yeah.
Right.
And the same thing applies to estate planning, and people love to put that off. Mm-hmm. It's such an easy thing to put off, because for some people it's hard to think about. It's hard to face your own mortality. It's hard to think about what might happen in the future. And these are not easy things to discuss, so it's very easy to put off. But everybody in the back of their mind knows that they need to do it. It's like flossing your teeth.
Sure.
You need to do it, and if you avoid it, it can be a big deal. It can be a bad thing. So
it can be a pain to do, but
absolutely.
if you do it every day, you keep your teeth.
Yeah,
it's a great thing.
Yeah. So what I like to say is, floss your teeth.
Yes.
See an estate planning attorney.
I love what you just said right there, which is just relating it to the movie. The environment, the surroundings in that movie every day, they never changed. They were fixed.
Right.
He changed.
Yeah.
He changed, and just him changing, him making different decisions, made the entire outcome different. That's what got him out of that cycle and out of that loop, out of purgatory. Right? So it totally applies to estate planning. I'll tell you, a Groundhog Day I see for clients all the time,
mm-hmm.
are people who are somebody in the family is facing a long-term care situation. They didn't ever put in place a general durable power of attorney. So nobody can make decisions for a person who may be incompetent or incapacitated. So we have to go for a guardianship.
Right.
And then you have court oversight that's kind of locked down. Then you're begging the court to do what you want to do to save assets.
Right.
To put a ladybird deed on property to save a house that might have been in the family for a long time. Or this person the family worked 30 years to pay for it, that they just stayed stuck in their same way of thinking every day,
mm-hmm.
and they didn't change, right? They didn't go after a different solution. Or, they're looking to protect assets, and they didn't know there was a better way. And a lot of it's knowledge, too. You may not know that there is a different way to go, and that's why we're talking to you, okay? So we're the new information as opposed to the same old Groundhog Day of information that you're fed by the general public and street lawyers out there, which, and if I've heard it once, I've heard 1,000 times. That's not what I heard. I heard it works this way or that way,
mm-hmm.
I fight those stigmas or that misinformation all the time. Like, nope, that's not how it is, So I hope that that we're going to give you the straight scoop. We're going to give you good information here every week, 10 a.m. on Friday. We have an Elder Law report that features a subject relating to seniors and senior care. We do a lot of interviews with experts in their field, from nursing homes to transportation services, something affecting to in-home care services, something affecting
Hi,
seniors.
I'm attorney Greg McIntyre, and my book, Saving the Farm, is a comprehensive manual on how seniors can protect themselves and their hard-earned money and property as they age. This easy-to-read book has an expanded table of contents that allows you to go right to the information you need immediately. But we're finding that our clients actually read it from cover to cover. It's a great reference book that reads like a novel. Learn what you don't know about Medicaid crisis planning, including Medicaid look-back periods and spin-downs, trust, long-term care insurance, veterans aid and attendance benefits, and many other subjects. Find interviews with authorities on subjects specifically of interest to seniors. This is a great gift to start the conversation with mom and dad about preserving their assets and legacies, and to make sure that you know everything you need to know to do the same with yours. To order your copy of Saving the Farm, call call 704-259-7040 or online at mcelderlaw.com/savingthefarm.
And today we're talking about Groundhog Day. We have Brenton Begley, a newer attorney, with us. And Brenton's doing a great job. They can sit down with you and get that information too. And you're pretty easy to talk to, right? Which is important. Which is important, right? And you study and stay up on the laws and the changing rules regarding veterans and Medicaid benefits and asset protection.
Right, and you know, and some of that misinformation you're talking about, that's because these rules do change. Yes. They change often. Sometimes they change, and no one says anything about it. They don't put out publication.
Elder law is not for the faint of heart.
No,
estate planning in elder law is not for the faint of heart, because what your plan, the way you set the plan today may change next year.
Absolutely, and a lot of attorneys out there, they'll do elder law on the side, which is a mistake in my opinion.
Sure.
Because you got to keep up on these laws. You got to focus.
It's dangerous to do that.
Absolutely, and so that's where a lot of this misinformation comes from. And another thing that I see that happens, that kind of goes along with that Groundhog Day theme, is that these people have good intentions, especially when it comes to your family. If you want to help dad out because he might be in a long-term care situation, you want to help mom out. You have good intentions. And you can put it off in your mind though by saying, oh, I don't know if it's worth spending money down or going through this what seems like a complicated process to qualify them for a benefit. Right. When in reality, when you come to us, we can simplify that for you, and it's really not that complicated. There's some movements that have to be made, and it seems scary. Right. But when it gets down to it, instead of going every day and allowing that money to be paid out and that estate to be or those assets, instead of allowing those assets to be depleted by paying out of pocket,
which is why we're a great resource for financial planners too. Right. We're a resource that financial planners come to, and we love to make new relationships with financial planners. If you're watching out there, we can give you an option as opposed to simply writing someone's money into the ground to zero. Right. We can give you other options, either for plan ahead, which is best for using things like Medicaid Asset Protection Trust or Veterans Asset Protection Trust, where the financial planner can still manage the money. Yeah. Right? And it's still there, but we're isolating it, we're separating it, we're protecting it in case of a long-term care situation we think might be coming in the future. Okay. Or even in emergency situations, there are options to protect and save assets. Okay, that is not a financial planner's job, and they can't give legal advice. That's right. And they don't want to put out misinformation, right? So we're a great resource, and we always try to help the financial planner that sends us the client. Mm-hmm. I firmly believe in dance with the one who brung you. Okay? Right. Yeah, so that's our philosophy. So to get out of Groundhog Day, people think they've got plenty of time. They just put it off every day. Don't put it off anymore. Right. So I've been eating right. I've been really hitting the gym here lately, CrossFit, and that work is paying off for me. I know that work will pay off for me over time if I keep doing that over a 6-month period. But it's my choice. It's managing my decisions, right? Right. And so stop putting that off every day. Do it today, okay? Tiffany, who's filming there. Tiffany, say hi again.
Hi.
Tiffany, turn it around.
Wait, that's really hard, Greg.
Okay. It's not. Just turn the camera around. Show them a moose.
My sweater.
Yes. Reindeer sweater. Okay.
It's for the holidays.
They're all festive for the holidays. We have amazing team members here. Tiffany is one of those. She runs our communications department, and she would be glad to answer your call. If you call in, you can call 704-998-5800. That's for Charlotte, for Brenton. Or you can call our Shelby office, which is 704-259-7040. Right now, our region we've defined, I go all over the state of North Carolina if I need to. If I need to grab a small plane and go, I'll go. If I need to drive, I'll get there. okay? We always do. We service our clients. However, we've defined our region as Brenton's really, really working with clients from Lincoln, Gaston, Mecklenburg, Rowan, and Cabarrus. I am really, really focusing on and working on clients from Cleveland, Rutherford, Polk, and then west side of Gaston, Lincoln. Okay,
Right.
we find they want to go either place. Someone want to go to Charlotte, someone want to go to Shelby. So call us either 704-998-5800 for Brenton, or for myself 704-259-7040, and you'll speak to Tiffany.
Yes.
And she will get you scheduled with an appointment so that you can stop repeating Groundhog Day every day. There's an amazing peace of mind that comes with making good decisions.
Absolutely.
And with getting your affairs squared away. That's what we used to call it in the Navy, right? Square yourself away, sailor, right? That means get your life in order, it could be your room in order, fold your stuff, do a good job, square yourself away, okay? That is a foundational thing. You've worked your whole life for what you have. You put all this time, energy, emotion, and effort into building a family. And then, to have tragedy with healthcare situations and a healthcare system that means well and does the right things, but cost a lot every day for care. Sometimes people lose everything they've worked for their whole life in the last few years of their life. And there's no way that they can possibly keep up with those costs. So we can help provide solutions for that, okay? So we'd love to help you plan. We'd love to help you see past just I've got a will. Need to put in place those other foundational documents. Need to think about things like ladybird deeds, which can protect your home and all surrounding property up to this year a value of $572,000. And I think you updated those numbers for me. Yeah. Thank you. I always said 550 because it was ballpark like 548 and change. This year it's 572. So it's nice having Brenton around. I mean, I'm telling you, it's nice to have multiple attorneys to be able to keep up with the rules on the tax side, on every side, to see the problem from 360 degrees. And we won't, at McIntyre Elder Law, we don't do your speeding ticket. We're not going to do your personal injury case. We do have relationships with other firms that do a great job at doing those things. So give us a call. Tiffany knows who those are, and she'll put you in touch with the right people. We're a great one-stop shop and resource for that. But we at McIntyre Elder Law, we're only going to handle your estate planning and elder law issues. Okay? So I wish everyone out there an extremely happy, Merry Christmas. Okay? I want you to have a great Christmas with your family. This year is a great year to talk about estate planning and elder law issues, asset protection, putting in place powers of attorney so that, heaven forbid, mom, dad, husband, wife become incapacitated or incompetent because of a healthcare issue. Somebody else is appointed to step in and protect assets and handle assets, okay? This year's a great year to do that. It's a great year to stop the Groundhog Day of family traditions of simply getting together and eating and exchanging gifts. How about a conversation about that with mom and dad? Right. How about a conversation, mom and dad, with the family about what happens if, okay? And those things can make all the difference. Doing the tough stuff, eating the frog first. Nobody wants to eat the frog, but if you eat it first, everything else tastes.
And talk about talk about peace of mind too.
Sure.
I mean, even having that conversation with your loved ones is peace of mind. But taking that next step, getting those foundational documents in place, getting your estate plan, your life in order. And if you have any question as to whether or not that peace of mind exists after that process, you can look at our reviews and see, many people who have just gotten quality service and have received that peace of mind.
We absolutely believe in top-rate customer service. We want you to have an amazing experience with our firm, and we go above and beyond to make sure that happens. I'll tell you a great conversation starter with husband, wife, mom, or dad is also the gift of Saving the Farm, which is an estate planning book that I wrote, and really, really talks about a lot of the concepts we're talking about today, but goes into detail.
Right.
So Saving the Farm is a great way to do that around the holidays, and I'll put up a link for that as well, and and you can go to Amazon. You can just Google Saving the Farm, and my name, Greg McIntyre, and pull that up and buy that book as well. Or if you need to call the office for that. So thanks so much for tuning in for the Elder Law Report today. I wish every one of you a happy, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Okay, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we'll see you next Friday at 10 a.m. for another Elder Law Report where we'll start talking about planning for the new year. Okay, thanks.
Hi, I'm attorney Greg McIntyre, and my book, Saving the Farm, is a comprehensive manual on how seniors can protect themselves and their hard-earned money and property as they age. This easy-to-read book has an expanded table of contents that allows you to go right to the information you need immediately. But we're finding that our clients actually read it from cover to cover. It's a great reference book that reads like a novel. Learn what you don't know about Medicaid crisis planning, including Medicaid look-back periods and spin-downs, trust, long-term care insurance, veterans aid and attendance benefits, and many other subjects. Find interviews with authorities on subjects specifically of interest to seniors. This is a great gift to start the conversation with mom and dad about preserving their assets and legacies, and to make sure that you know everything you need to know to do the same with yours. To order your copy of Saving the Farm, call 704-259-7040 or online at mcelderlaw.com/savingthefarm.
Yeah.
Awesome. Nice reindeer sweater. Okay.
You said you're gonna edit it, so I'm just gonna let it roll.
Does the candle look better right here?
No, it's in front of your face. I mean, you can have it in front of your face.
Look on my beard on fire.
I bet you get views then.
Yeah.
I bet you get views then.
The beard fire challenge. We're taking the beard.
Christmas disaster challenge.
Okay.
Since this is our last show before Christmas, I wanted to share with you the full 12 Days of Elder Law song, which I spent some time writing. So here it
On
is.
the 12th day of elder law, my true love gave to me 12 heirs contesting, 11 lawyers leaping, 10 clerks a clerking, 9 docs a drafting, 8 judges judging, 7 trustees trusting, 6 wills a willing, 5 ladybird deeds, 4 paralegals, 3 vet bends, 2 family trusts, and a general durable power of attorney.
On the 12th day of elder law, my true love gave to me 12 heirs contesting, 11 lawyers leaping,
9 docs a drafting, 8 judges judging,
7 trustees trusting,
6 wills a willing,
5 ladybird deeds, 4 paralegals,
3 vet bins,
2 family trusts,
and a general durable power of attorney.
Please don't wait till it's too late. Call McIntyre Elder Law.